My phone is about to fall over. So I hold it that way, and then I sit here and I just spin it around and come up and make this nice little pool. But the clips make it so that it's warm. Removing the cuticle is about scraping dead skin off your nail plate. I have done 14 hours of lives in the last 8 days, and I have had no time in order to remove my manicure. So I'm letting you be a fly on the wall and see the things that I do. So hopefully Kirsten will get in there and see all of your comments. I told her I was going live, but I'm not going to be able to do anything. So welcome to everybody who is new and is coming on. I'm Anna. I'm going to show you how I remove my polish. I'm going to show you how I remove properly remove the cuticle. Because the cuticle, for anybody who's new, oh, hello, that one was used before. The cuticle is the dead skin on your nail plate. And you can try and destroy a cotton ball. I find that cotton is there's so much of it, you don't need the whole thing. And when I found out you could unroll a cotton ball, look at that. I was like, oh, isn't that cool? So I cut a bunch ahead of time. And then I use these. And you want, because when you're removing your polish, you really want to soak your cotton with your acetone. And why do I pick acetone over non-acetone? So what I do is I sit there and you find, so you've got the part of the cotton, you can see where it's rolled. Like if you can see it looks different on this side. So I hold it that way, and then I sit here and I just spin it around until I can find, and I sort of just slowly pull at it like cotton candy until I can find it so it unrolls. And this one's interesting. It actually was folded over in half first. I haven't seen that before. Anyway, so you're going to cut these a little bit bigger than your nail. This is what I do, you guys. So, okay. I am having wine because I've done 14 hours of lives, and because. So today's going to be different. So welcome to all of you. You get to watch, to me, I go, you know what, this would be kind of boring. But then, you know what, when I was first learning all of this stuff, I was devouring videos, and so I get it. I totally understand. Okay, so as many of you know, I'm the owner of Bliss, and we are having our semi-annual sale. Here's the big thing. This is the big thing. Facebook, your camera's this direction. Instagram, your camera is this direction. And I'm not looking forward into editing these videos, and with the way Instagram's going, I might not be able to save them. But this is our new pump dispenser, and the reason that I chose it is because I wanted you to be able to push up and get, let's see if Facebook can get this too. I wanted you to be able to push on it and have your acetone come up and make this nice little pool without having it squirt all over. And that one actually is my rubbing alcohol. This one's my acetone, and that's the right dispenser. That's the right label. Nope, that was a tester. It's not the sample kit. This is the right dispenser. Good job, Anna. You can tell I'm really, really tired. So I label this with my label maker. I have one for Simply Soft, and people would probably ask me, well, why don't you make labels, Anna? And that is because labels are expensive. So we came up with one label. So as you can see, this one's I'm like the cobbler's, what is it? The cobbler's children. I've got sampler bottles that were sent to me and I don't even have labels on them. Anyway, this is the one that I've filled with Simply Soft, which is our, where did it go? Where did it go? Which is our acetone additive. And this is amazing, you guys. It's our oil blended with glycerin, and you're going to see how amazing it is. But what you want to do for properly removing, so you, Facebook, you're there. Instagram, you're there. I tried to line these up so everybody could be happy. And yeah, no. So anyway, this is a texture. Texture is going, it's a OPI liquid sand. That's going to take longer. That's another one of those. So when I have something that's going to take longer, and you want to soak it so that it's like dripping. So you'll see drips of acetone on my mat. Another really very useful thing. So I will do the things that are going to take the longest to soak. I'll do those first, and then I go back and I do the other ones. And so when you're pumping, 1, 2, 3, we want this soaking. I don't know if you can see this, Facebook, but I could squeeze it out. I want this stuff really, really soaked. And then these are our manicure clips, and I love these because they make, as any of you know, acetone is cold. It's cold because it evaporates so fast, so fast. It's just painfully fast. And anyway, so I love these clips because they trap in the acetone with your body heat. And I squeeze it so that I get less drips. And so that traps in the body heat. And honest to goodness, you guys, it makes this process that is painful and messy and icky, it makes it a pleasure, if that can even be said. So that's why so many people love these manicure clips. And the other thing is, you guys can probably tell, those of you who have been with me for a whole week now of doing lives, like my energy has changed. And yes, I'm sipping wine and I'm mellowing, and that's okay. I have lots of sides, just like you guys do. So unfortunately, Instagram, I love all of you. I love that you guys are showing up. And unfortunately, my tripod that's holding up Instagram is right there. Kirsten, I need you to take care of everybody, please, 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 please. So right there is where the tripod is. And this is where the text starts. This is where the text ends. And my tripod thingy is right in the way. So I can't even touch it. So Kirsten, please help me out. And Facebook, the tripod is, the whole iPad is completely upside down. I was going to use Corey's phone for the, to be able to watch the comments. And yeah, his phone froze up on me because I don't know his passcode. And then I get the message that says, you need to enter the code in order to enable Touch ID. And I'm like, fine. So you know what? You're going to be a fly on the wall. And so, okay, so I've been percolating here for about a minute. And what I'm going to do, so this is a texture, and its texture has got glitter in it, and it took off almost all of it. So then you don't want to go back with that dirty piece of cotton, because you'll just be adding more of those dissolved pigments back to your nail. So I get a new piece, swipe that off. This is how fast our soak and swipes work, honest to goodness. So don't go back. If you see a polish there, don't go back with the crappy polish, polished cotton. You want to get a new one. So it's get a new piece of cotton, swipe it off, The texture is harder to remove, but look at that, you guys. It's just a couple of minutes, and this is what we want to see. We want to see color coming all the way up through that cotton, and swipe, okay? I don't know if Facebook, sorry Facebook, you're upside down, I'm upside down. There we go. So we're having a lovely afternoon, evening, more like evening. But you know what? Everything's global now. For some of you, it's probably 5 o'clock in the morning. So then I go back with another piece and all the little dregs that are whatever left behind. Actually, this was a really good clean, but look, it's working so well that that's transferring onto my finger. I just love this. Okay, now it's time for the other half. So Kirsten, please, darling, lovely. Take care of everybody who's asking questions. And by the way, say hello to Kirsten. She's our marketing director. She's the one who bosses me around. I don't even let my husband boss me around. But she's my very, 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 very bestest friend. That's a fun story of how we met. So I'm doing the textures, or if you had glitter, you would want to do the glitters first because they take longer. And so 5 layers of polish literally takes 1, maybe 2 minutes. So we're going to put that saturated cotton with, and I'm using Simply Soft. It's the different color, you can tell. It is this that is in Facebook. I'm sorry if I'm not making it work for you. But anyway, you add that to about 6 to 8 ounces of acetone. And literally, oh, see, look, I didn't even get the job done. Good job, Anna. But it dissolves that fast. And it's just, but the clips make it so that it's warm. As many of you know, acetone is cold, and it's because it dissolves so fast. It's dissolving, and then it just makes everything so cold and painful. It's the part about polish and everything that I have hated my entire life is dealing with acetone. Corey's phone is beeping and making cash register noises. I don't know, he has weird text noises and things. So there we go. So hopefully Kirsten, you can, okay. So I'll tell you how Kirsten and I met. Hopefully Kirsten, I can talk about that. So we were both at that time in our lives. So we've been friends for almost a decade now, maybe a decade. I don't know. Time goes so fast. But we met at a Bob Proctor seminar. And I remember meeting her because she stood at this seminar in the back of the room, and she's beautiful reddish blonde hair and this smile that just warms the room. And so she's just standing there and rocking back and forth with a brand new baby. And I later learned that was little Xander. And so she has this 3-month-old baby, and she's wrapped him in a Moby cloth. I think that's what they're called. This big, ginormous, long stretch of knit fabric that is, anyway, you wrap it and you tie it and you wrap it and tie it and do all of these things. And so he was totally strapped to her. And she's just sitting there in the back of the room, rocking back and forth and listening to everything that's going on and just soaking it all in. And I made a comment. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just so inspiring that you're here with your little one. And that's the kind of mom I was. It was like, I am not letting a child, the fact that I've had this beautiful child just recently, I'm not going to let this child stop me from doing my life. I'm going to go do the things that I want to do that make me happy. And so it told me right there that was the kind of person that Kirsten was too, because I strapped my kids to me and I just lugged them around everywhere. So she's standing there, and I'm like, oh. And I did like this teeny little bit of small talk with her, and said that it was really awesome that she came. And anyway, when we left that seminar, we were put into different mastermind groups. And so another friend of ours, Margot, she ended up being in a mastermind with Kirsten. And so Kirsten was starting up this parenting. She wanted to do this parenting webinar seminar thing. And I was like, I don't have little ones anymore. I don't really. And Margot was like, you gotta meet her. She's so awesome. And so I was like, no. But then I ended up we ended up doing another seminar. So see, look at that, you guys. Do you see any white chalkiness? In fact, you can see like beads of oil happening there. This is Simply Soft. It's just, it just makes your skin feel great. Every time I do it, I'm like, wow. But anyway, so I ended up going to another Bob Proctor seminar thing, and Kirsten was there, and Margaret was there, and we're like, okay, we're gonna hook up, and we'll go out to dinner and stuff. And so Margot, we all got together, and Margot's like, I don't remember the exact events, but Margot was like, Anna, this is the person I was talking to you about. She's in my mastermind group, and she wants to do the blah, 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 with the whole parenting thing. And are you sure you don't want to do it? And I said, wait, this is who you're talking about? And I remembered her being this cute, lovely, beautiful smile. And I'm like, you're the one with the little child and strapped to you. And she goes, yeah, I am. And I'm like, oh, well, okay, of course I'll be in your mastermind seminar, whatever thing that you wanted to do. And so that's how we became friends. And then, Corey's here. Honey, your phone doesn't work. I have to learn your passcode because...
No, you've got one of your fingers.
I did. And then it said, it doesn't recognize me. You have to put in the passcode in order to enable... enabled okay. Anyway, thank you. Okay, now I can see. Gosh, my energy is so different. I can tell. I get in front of the camera and I get very different than... I kind of feel like I wanted this to be sort of like, you know what? We're just girlfriends sitting down and having a glass of wine, and I teach you some things. So...
Hey, Kirsten.
Hello, Miss Lois. So yeah, we're just seeing comments. So how long is the sale, Miss Emily? You know what, babe? If you would answer these questions as I'm going and doing the thing and jabbering.
Sure. Should I answer out loud or like just type them out? The sale ends tonight at midnight. So how many more hours is that? What time is it? 7:20, 8, 9, 10, 11, 20, a little over 4 hours. Then the sale's over.
And it's over. And we won't have our next one until June, you guys. And if you are sitting on the fence and going, I don't know, you know what? Suspend belief, because if you order whatever you want. If you order and you are not happy, we will give you your money back. Some things we ask for you to return, some things we can't. But you know what? We believe in creating life-changing products with an exceptional customer experience. And if your customer experience needs to be, we're giving you a refund, that's what we want. We want you happy.
Angie Marie just said, I placed my biggest of 3 orders in the last week. I like intensity of procrastination.
Thank you, Angie. Thank you. And so I'm hoping that, because the biggest myth is where the frick is your cuticle. Everybody on the globe has been taught the wrong thing. So I'm going to teach you a couple of things tonight. Number one, let's just take a look at the fact that Anna's banged her fingernails into a few things. Must be because she has horses and stuff. See those white marks right there? See that one? And that one? Can I zoom in for Instagram a little bit? Those white marks, you've all gotten them? Those are just bruises. You whacked your finger somewhere back there. That's your nail matrix. You whacked it and you went, oh, and you probably cursed a few words. And you whacked your finger somewhere back here. And then that affected the way those nail cells grew. And they did not turn transparent like the rest of the cells that are happening here. They stayed white. Because when they're growing under here, they're white. And so basically it was just like, you messed up the nail cells that were happening right there. And so, yeah, that's just a bruise. And there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't indicate how many husbands you're going to have. Or, I should come up with all kinds of weird, random things of what people think that these bruises mean. They're just bruises. And the biggest one is that it's a calcium deficiency. No. So, it's not calcium. Okay. You see anything that you can answer?
I texted something. Someone was asking about how big of an order came in place in the UK. I said there's probably going to be customs fees. Each country has different limits on customs, what triggers customs fees, but a bigger order will most likely have customs fees.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But you know what? I mean, we all get kind of mad. So this is the one thing is like, you get glycerin and oil everywhere. Darn, that's really a big problem to have, right? Because now I have lovely skin. I've used pure acetone with a little bit of oil and glycerin. Okay, so.
Somebody else also asked about daily lives. They will be stopping and going back to weekly at 11 o'clock Pacific time after this one.
They go to Thursdays.
Thursdays, what did I say?
I don't know.
I said weekly.
Weekly.
11. Yeah, on Thursdays.
And
yeah.
honestly, you guys, I don't know if I'm going to do one on this Thursday. I need some rest and rejuvenation, and I know you all understand that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm applying Simply Peel, because this is how I had us create. I had us. What are you talking about, Anna? I went and bought a whole bunch of liquid latex, different brands, and you know what? I felt a lot like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I was like, oh, this one is nice. It's thin. But you know what? It dries too fast and it peels like bleh. And then other ones, those take too long to dry. Yes, they peel lovely, but I've been sitting here forever waiting for them to dry. And so what I actually did was I combined some of the commercial products that were out there and created my own recipe. I've done this a few times where it's like I use commercial products out there and then I mix and match and do my thing, and then it's like, oh, that's not cost effective when you need to scale up, because when you're sending out 1,000 bottles a month, then it's like, well, and so then I found a manufacturer who created our recipe, our formula. That's actually the appropriate word. Our formula. And so yeah, and a lot of people get all tweaked out about the fact that it's got ammonia in it. Ammonia free, blah 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 blah. You know, our latex is ammonia free. Ammonia is actually a really good preservative antibacterial preservative for latex rubber. So as soon as they get it from the rubber tree, they put it in ammonia so that it won't solidify. So I have not been a business owner who has wanted to compromise the product by making sure that they remove all of the ammonia or that they do the product differently. So yes, it has a faint ammonia smell. And for any of you who are like, what's the ammonia smell? The litter box, the cat litter box. That would be the ammonia smell. But a lot of people have said that ours is a very light. Don't stick your nose in it. That's not helpful. So why am I putting on peel before, simply peel before putting on cuticle remover? Because I need to protect the live skin to remove the dead skin that's on the nail plate. And that is your cuticle. Polish doesn't stick to it. So the reason I love this is because look at how freaking thick this is. This isn't going to bleed run into any of your skin. And then when you protected your other skin with Simply Peel, I saw you had a question. You were going to answer a question?
Oh, I was going to ask you, somebody was talking about the lives, and Kirsten was talking about maybe doing it Thursday. So are you planning on doing it Thursday?
I'm planning on keeling over and dying for the next week. No, just
Please
kidding.
don't die. I would be sad.
I know, I would be sad too because I wouldn't see my children graduate from high school. No, I'm not going to die. Woo! Whoops! See, that's way too much. Now that's enough for 5 nails. It happens. When you first remove your cuticle, if you've never done it before, you actually want to put it on your entire nail plate. You will be shocked how far up that skin goes.
So somebody was asking about taking glitter out of peel. I know we had kind of talked about it. I know there was some stuff talking about micro, plastics in the oceans and stuff. So we've debated whether or not to take
We go back and forth.
the glitter out. For the foreseeable future, I don't think we're going to take the glitter out, but at some point we may. I don't know. We haven't made any final decisions on that.
And you know what? You guys chime in. Is the glitter really important? At the very beginning, what I have realized is that the glitter actually, we did the glitter to stand out and be different. But what I realized is that when we were...
Actually, no. You did not put it in to make it different. You put it in because you wanted the bling. You just wanted it to be sparkly because you like sparkles.
You are right, and so am I. I wanted it to sparkle. But
yes, yeah, I guess
I wanted to stand out. So
true,
when I am a person who's looking at how do we make our company stand out in the marketplace? Well, nobody had glitter, and I was like, oh, good, let's just put
Everybody
glitter.
loves glitter.
Everybody
I
loves
love
glitter.
I like.
You know what?
I like bling.
It's created a problem because we can't actually find a filling machine that will work because of the glitter. The glitter will bog down in the filling machine. So guess what? All of our bottles are still filled by hand. That means you can't do mass production.
And this last batch of glitter seems to react differently in the peel. I don't know. We pulled some out for some weird stuff, but I don't know. Anyway.
Okay, so we digress.
I like the bling.
We're moving. Yeah, I like the bling.
Yeah, somebody says they like the bling.
I know.
Roaring Tiger likes the bling.
Yeah, that's...
And so does Angie Marie.
Thank you, you guys. I do too. And what I realized is when we were getting samples that didn't have it yet, it was that's when I discovered it's oh, the glitter is actually helping to hold the product together so it actually peels nicer than other products. It helps it behave differently. Anyway, okay, so here's our cuticle remover tool. It has two sides. It has the wide spoon and it has the narrow spoon. Some of you have very, very, very teeny tiny nails that actually that spoon is all you need. But I have some very wide nails, as you can see. So I use the small one, and removing the cuticle is about scraping the dead skin off your nail plate. So all I'm doing is sliding. I am not pushing down in any way, shape, or form. I'm sliding back. And honestly, Facebook, I am so sorry if I'm not in frame for you. Wait, let me see. I think I am.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just sliding back. I want this surface to feel so like smooth like glass. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so I've done this. I've slid back, and now I'm going to turn it 90 degrees. And I'm going to scrape off whatever is there. This stuff, this is simply peel. That's what that is.
And I remember somebody at one point was asking about the coloring of peel. When you get Simply Gone on there or any cuticle remover, it's going to discolor that.
It's going to make it white again.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember James talking to somebody about that.
Yes. It's totally okay.
And you're not pushing down, because at this point, the cuticle remover should have done its job and dissolved it, so it really doesn't take a lot of pressure, right?
It takes no pressure. Like, I'm literally just sliding like a skate across there.
Because I have no concept of it, because I've never done it.
Have I removed your cuticle at all? I feel like I did it once.
On one live. We did it on one live, but yeah.
Yeah, so you're starting to see this stuff that's bunching up. Some of it is the product. Some of it is actually your dead skin. So this is the biggest thing, is I wanted to teach you guys proper cuticle remover makes for a longer lasting manicure. For those of you who have to change your polish every day, forget it. Don't worry about it. This is not worth the effort. But for those of us like me, if you've spent a lot of time on nail art and you want to enjoy it for at least freaking 7 days, hello, remove the cuticle. That's the dead skin on the nail plate. So you can see I'm just sliding back. And when you first start, I swear to goodness, you will have cuticle way up here. You won't, trust me, text me, direct message me, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, Anna, you were so right. So I just slowly slide. And you know what? Okay, I'm going to try and do this way. It's so hard for me to put my thumb down like that. But sometimes it's helpful. Okay. This is really helpful for you, for me, honey, having you here to answer the questions, because I said, Kirsten, please help me. Please help me. So it might seem like I'm being aggressive. I don't know, but I'm not. And when you go to the nail salon, this is how they should remove the cuticle. This is honestly, if they pull out a tool that looks like this, please tell them, no, I would not like that treatment. Okay, so cuticle is removed here with all of these. I know, as lovely as it is to, I'm greasy and things too. Come on. Oh my goodness, I'm so greasy. As lovely it is to simply peel, like no big deal, sometimes, like, see, it's satisfying, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? I need to get the job done. And so here's what I'll do. I wipe it all off. You want to get that cuticle remover off because it has lye. It dissolves live skin, dead skin, doesn't care. So get it off. And this is another reason why I have one of our new pump dispensers that has water. It's just plain old water. So here's our new pump dispenser, and I've filled one with water. I haven't labeled it yet. And then I get a lint-free pad and push, push. And then now I'm going to clean all of everything off. I want that cuticle remover gone. I don't want any on my skin. So,
Angie Marie 76 was
I love you,
asking,
Angie.
What if I use the thumbnail of my opposite hand to feel if I have more control than using a tool? Is that a no? I think she's asking, you know, she uses her thumbnail on the opposite hand to scrape that cuticle off.
Your thumbnail will not do as good of a job, but your thumbnail, or I've talked about it in other videos. So like, do I have it? I just removed it a few weeks ago, like last week. But if you slide back like this with your fingernail and you feel it go clunk, that's where somebody said, "Oh, you're turning into Corey." Like you're doing the Corey noses. The Corey stop that. Anyway, where you slide your nail back and you feel it hit something and go ka-thunk, that is your cuticle, and that's what we need to remove. So that's what I'm busy doing, showing you how to do it. Corey's going to answer questions.
Kirsten's in there answering too, so thanks, Kirsten.
Thank you, Kirsten. I was telling people how I met Kirsten.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I remember that. I wasn't there.
You remember that? You were not there.
I remember that because you told me.
Oh, that's funny.
But I wasn't there.
I remember it because I was not there. That's okay. That's just the funniest thing ever. Okay, so
I've had some wine.
yeah, you know what, you guys, the sale is almost over, and this
You're going to be relaxing tomorrow. We're going to be shipping a whole bunch of packages. Oh my gosh!
know, I
It's going to be
probably
crazy tomorrow.
I should be there.
No, you're fine. We got it.
Sometimes, you know what? I'm gonna try and not feel guilty about not being there.
Don't feel guilty.
I'm going
It's all good.
to go play with my horse, who is extremely dirty, and he doesn't know how to have a bath yet until he goes to the trainer, because I'm like, you know what? I am not going to teach you how to take a bath and enjoy the Yeah, but look.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll make it work. I got
all
this.
right.
I got this.
Corey's going to detect technological difficulties. Corey's going to try and plug my phone in.
Relax. I got this.
Instagram, you shall
You'll
jiggle.
hardly even know. You'll hardly even know.
That's okay. You're just watching me put on Simply Peel, so it'll be fine.
Oh, man, though. Oh, jeez.
I know. Corey, fix this office. You're my technological guru.
Oh, yeah.
So, for anybody who's coming on new, Simply Peel is for protecting your live skin while you're trying to remove the dead skin. And look at that. You know what? I haven't had bruises. See those white spots on my nail? I haven't had, those are just...
Oh, sorry, Instagram. Ah! So much for making it like, so you couldn't
seamless.
tell. Ah! Earthquake.
This is what it's like to have Corey
Look out!
live.
Whoa! Whoa! Look out! Whoa! 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 Look out! Whoa, whoa. Sorry, I was having fun.
Okay, so you didn't... If you kill the stream, I will kill you. And it's falling over. You're gonna lose the whole thing.
I don't know how to fix it now.
You know what? Sometimes
I was gonna be so
know what?
clever.
it took me
not very clever.
it took me 20 minutes to get this all set up.
There.
And he can ruin it in like less than 60 seconds. My phone is about to fall over.
No.
Corey John Seidel.
Oh, what?
Ooh, he got the middle name.
Oh.
Okay.
I think we're
we're
It's gotten
okay.
very quiet.
I think we're okay.
It has gotten very, very, very quiet.
Well, that's because I can't be. I can't look at the comments because
I know.
Hopefully,
The,
Kirsten's in there.
the earthquake that is
Take-
Corey.
Oh,
So, for those of you, that was a
sorry about
slight
that.
indication into what?
Did it fall again? Well,
I
it's
had it.
because it's
'cause
because
it's-
the
now we
balance
have-
is all wonky now, and I
Balance
can't.
is screwed. You know what? You just stand there and hold it for the
I'm
next...
not gonna hold it for like a
Yes, you are.
bazillion.
It's 15 minutes. You can
I did not say
swear
anything.
jar.
Stop it.
Swear jar. Yeah, it's because of that. All right.
Okay.
You need to go over and look at Facebook and see if we're...
Facebook's
You know what? If all else fails, apparently Facebook, as much as my love-hate relationship with Facebook,
I'm
seems to...
scared to touch this.
I would... No, as long as Facebook's still recording, everything's good.
Okay. Well, I meant as far as moving it to keep it in frame.
Nah, don't worry about that.
We're good.
All right, so, okay.
Okay.
Breathe a sigh of relief. There we
Where
go.
are we?
All right, so where are we now? Is cuticle removal, dead skin on the nail plate, and unfortunately, I don't know what's the right word. That would be too much. So, oh, I lost my train of thought.
Don't ask me
Okay, I won't ask you. Corey, could you
because I
please...
was starting to read.
Corey, could you please find my train of thought?
Oh, that train left. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
It took you a
Air
second,
bubbles.
huh?
No, I just did a big
Oh.
old squirt. So just pick that up and move it to other fingernails. And yeah. All right. So I appreciate all of you for sticking around in the thing that I needed to do before I take my day off tomorrow, because that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I need to do that. So if you've got too much on one nail, just scoop it up.
I'm
Scoop it up and put it over on this.
Just
Just because.
where you're doing it is down in the words a whole bunch.
Yeah.
All right.
So use that dropper. Use that dropper. That little nozzle can help you. Okay.
Is the cuticle remover like the regular oil? Oh, no. The cuticle remover is something totally different. Cuticle remover is lye that dissolves skin. The oil is for hydrating the skin.
And nails.
Yeah, and nails.
Yeah, no, cuticle remover is expressly for, and maybe, Corey, you can bring over, you're going to need to get into the third drawer.
Do you trust me?
What am I doing?
I trust
What
you.
am I doing?
Honey, I've been married to you for now 27 years.
I
trust
know. 27 years. January 4th was 27 years.
I trust
Crazy.
you implicitly. I also trust Kirsten implicitly. She's my marketing
You haven't
manager.
been married to her for 27
I
years.
am not married to her. No. She's divorced and she would like to stay that way. Okay, so you are looking for the image underneath those two books, or two books.
Got it.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Are a whole bunch of pictures, and you're looking for the one that shows the cuticle, and I've shown it lots and
That
lots
one?
of.
The one on top.
Good job. Yes.
That was easy.
Woohoo!
How the heck am I gonna show that?
You're gonna stick it in front of my hand.
Ready? Broom. Whoa, there we go. Can I get it for both?
That spot. See all that dead skin on the nail plate?
I'm kind of going back and forth because I got a Facebook and Instagram. Anyway.
That's what I'm getting rid of. Because
Hopefully you guys could tell what that was all about.
it's like, you know what? If we were recording in one place, it would be a whole lot easier. So what I do a lot of times is I'll scrape back. And honestly to you guys, I'm not getting hardly any cuticle because I just did this last week. I usually do this like once every 3 weeks. But I will tell you that this finger right here, this is the one that seems to have like crazy cuticle that happens over here on the side. And I think it's because that's the finger where a pen or a pencil rests when I'm writing. And that just changes things. See that right there? See that bump? That is a bone spur. And that happens because of writing, constant irritation, and the body's response is, put more calcium right there so that we're not so irritated.
So roaring tigrass, how often you remove your cuticles?
About every 3 weeks.
And Kate said happy anniversary. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Kate. Lovely. So, yeah, man, I should have brought you on here earlier. This is most helpful.
Making dinner.
You were making dinner?
I was.
Spaghetti's getting cold.
Yes.
Because, yes.
Because Dane was supposed to
We
be
live-
not feeling well.
We live on this wonderful, beautiful property, and guess what? We're eating spaghetti. We have other days that we eat pizza and hamburgers and other things, but yep, no shrimp scampi happening here. As much as my children would love that, I'm like, have you seen the prices? Anyway, okay, so this is what it'll look like when you're done. The Simply Peel will have whitened like that. That's just the liquid in the in Simply Peel that as it's gotten wet, it changes its color again.
Okay, question.
Yes,
Ready? Kate
might have.
says, now I have some hangnails, so how do I remove those with the remover?
Where are your hangnails, Kate?
So you can use the little baby clippers or clippers, right?
Yes.
You don't want to use a cuticle remover.
No. No, in fact, cuticle remover can actually create more of those shredding hangnails that happen back here. I can't see where I am in all of the vid. Anyway,
You're good.
these shredding hangnails that
You're good.
happen back here, that's potentially because of cuticle remover for most people. It's because it's dissolving your live skin. Okay. So we don't want this on us for very long. So it's really important. This is another reason why I have a pump dispenser that has, so one of our pump dispensers, I have water. Just because I'm lazy and I don't want to run to the restroom, because that makes for a very bad live. If I'm like, hello, please hold while I run to the restroom and wait for the water to get warm so I can rinse my hands. Anyway, okay. I now have beautiful, gorgeous nails ready for hydration. So the hydration treatment, okay. You want to talk about that? I should let you talk about it.
I'm trying to
I've
read-
been
I'm
talking
trying to
about
read
it for an
questions.
entire week.
What am I asking?
I
What
don't
are we
know.
talking about? I'm not asking, I'm answering. Oh, Kate was saying that hers are, oh gosh, where is it? Oh, they're really deep on the sides of her nails. Her
So you have hangnails on your side walls back here. Yes? I'm going to guess that Kate's got those. Kate, if
She
you've
said
got
on the side.
if you've got hangnails happening right there, see? Like you can actually watch it go. Anyway, if you've got hangnails right here, you have to have the infant nail clippers. That's how you get rid of them. No other way. If you get these little shreddy hangnails that happen here, the infant nail clippers, same thing. You've got hangnails, you've got to get rid of them. You've got to cut away the dead skin that's pulled away. And once you do that, then don't clip live skin. Just please, please, please don't clip live skin. So you've got to, then after that, oil. And the oils are naturally, I didn't do anything special. They're naturally antimicrobial, antifungal, and antibacterial, and they will help get in there and do germ warfare. All right.
Okay, was
Am I
I supposed to say something? Sorry.
I don't know.
You wanted me to explain something. I don't remember.
I don't even
what it
remember
was.
now. I don't remember.
Hydration? No.
I'm trying to decide. You know what? I'm getting very, very hungry. So I think I am actually going to do intensive treatment. We're going to go watch a movie and then I'm going to go to sleep. And I really, really, really appreciate everybody who's been with us, been with me through all of this. So how do I do a intensive hydration treatment? That's the next step, you guys.
So, honey, how do you do an intensive hydration treatment?
Really, let me tell you. All right, so I need 2 gloves. I have one there. I don't know where I have more than one.
Could you put a foot glove on your hand?
Can I put a foot glove? No, I'm not going to put a foot glove.
That would be funny, though.
You can tell everybody about the foot gloves.
Foot gloves. They're gloves with little toes instead of fingers.
Oh my God. It's a good thing Corey's not responsible for actually selling things for
The
our
marketing
company.
part. That's why. That's
love
why
you.
I'm the behind the scenes. You're the
I
pretty
love you.
face.
Yeah, so what then I will do, this is like I've said before, this is the only time I recommend using, oh look, autumn. It's the only time I recommend using a lot of product. So you're going to put a drop underneath each nail. Okay. I'm going to do one hand at a time. And then I add a little bit more oil to each one.
Okay. While you're doing that, can you
Yeah.
answer a question?
Yes?
So Kate's still asking about her cuticles. So she goes, so do I keep clipping it till it's gone? Like, let it grow, then clip it? Or just clip the whole thing, then oil?
Kate, you're going to clip back anything that is a hangnail that is detached and no longer receiving blood flow from somewhere. You are going to cut that back right to the point where if you cut farther, you're going to wince in pain. That's what you're going to do. And then now I need our lotion stick. Where did I put it?
Kirsten says the foot gloves are the black round thing with the fuse on it.
They're the bomb. Oh my gosh, Corey. A black thing with a fuse. That's the
I'm
bomb.
just being silly.
This is what I live with every day, you guys. All right, so we want to be super, super, super greasy for all of this. This is the only time I say grease it up. You want to be a slick pig. Like the county.
Grease pig. Grease pig.
Grease pig at the county fair. And then it goes in really easily. Slide your hand in there. Okay. And then now it's time to do the other one. So there we go. It's the only time.
It smells like autumn. That's your favorite.
It does.
Is autumn your favorite?
I think autumn is not
I
my
think it
favorite.
is. I think it is.
I think crisp is my close second. So, you guys who know me, what's my least favorite? Which happens.
I know.
Which happens to be everybody else is like, yeah, it's my favorite, Anna. How can you not like that one? Okay, so see, really, really shiny and greasy. And so, is anybody giving the right
Kirsten
answer?
answered.
Oh,
yeah,
Kirsten.
Kirsten,
You
know
don't
everything.
you don't
You
count.
can't.
You know everything.
I don't think people are answering fast enough. But a lot of people love pink sugar. I tell you, they do.
Oh, you just spilled the beans.
No, Kirsten already did.
Oh, okay.
No, Anna likes vanilla. Actually,
Anna
most
likes vanilla.
Yeah.
I do.
but because that is. a
I don't
nice
like
fragrance.
vanilla. It's a what did you just say? It's a very nice fragrance.
It's a nice fragrance.
Vanilla is lovely.
Because I was gonna say it's like one of the secret ingredients in a lot of our scents.
You know what? You can't play. You cannot come play because he will give away all of the secrets. Actually, vanilla is a big part of a lot of what we do, but I mix. You know what? I tried to create pumpkin spice latte with just one fragrance. We order the fragrances from different vendors. I tried to do it, no mixing, just pick one fragrance. Nope, had to mix. It didn't work.
And it got real goopy when you put that raw pumpkin in it. No, you didn't. Okay.
This is what I live with. This is what I live with. No, I'm not putting raw pumpkin in any of our products. I love you, but no.
Roaring Tiger knew pink sugar.
D. That's
that
D, right?
I don't remember people's names like you do.
Oh, I'm glad you say that because I stink at it.
You did
D, you have entered the sacred whatever something. I now remember your name. For me, it works is Lois. Swapna. What's her other thing? See now? Endo.
You had something for that because today I wrote her a note because I saw Swapna when she made her order. So I wrote her a little note because I happened to pack hers. But then today I was like, she said, "Hi, Corey," like when I joined the live, and I was going, "Dang it, I know her name. What is it?" And I remembered because you said it.
It's Endo.
I know. And you have a trick. What's your trick?
I do have a trick.
What's your trick?
The trick for remembering people's names is when they say, "Hello, my name is James." Okay?
Hello, my name is... Okay. Sorry.
My name is James. And so you look at that person's face, and then I would picture James and the giant peach. So I would picture a giant peach, something that triggers some other association. So James, I would picture a giant peach over his head.
You had something specific
For Swapna?
For Swapna.
Indoor swap meet.
Indoors. I couldn't remember what it was. Oh, wow.
Because it's really helpful when you have people and you can look at their faces. But for me, for all of you guys, I get your names and I get your acronyms and I get your something with a whole bunch of numbers. And now I need to try and remember. So if you come and talk to me regularly, you're going to need to tell me your name at least 40 times.
Natalie Rose. I packed her order too.
Aww.
I didn't know that. Well, I'm glad. Yay. I hope I did it right. I don't do it very often.
Hey everyone! To share with friends, click below. Subscribe now to stay in the know. Kindly comment here. What will you say? And remember you're awesome and have a blissful day.